9 money myths to avoid on YouTube. Don't fall for these. If you are thinking of ditching your current job and chasing after some far-fetched dream to live a life of luxury, hold on. Before you start drafting that resignation letter, let's have a reality check. You know how much I enjoy separating facts from the fiction and bringing my fellow mates out of that money matrix. So gain those real financial insights with me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let your wallet thank you later. In today's video, we're diving headfirst into the financial myths, those pesky ideas that keep us from reaching our true money-making potential. We'll be debunking not 1, not 2, but 10 of these myths that have been holding you back. From the get-rich-quick schemes that are more like get-poor-quick traps, to the myth that all debt is a one-way ticket to financial ruin. We're gonna bust these myths wide open. Before we dive in, let's take a quick detour and figure out where the heck these myths even come from. I mean, seriously, how do they manage to snag the spotlight? And why do folks keep on buying into these myths in the first place? How do these myths work? Misinterpretation, temptation, conspiration. Let's break it down. The myths often start as innocent as a kitten playing with a ball of yarn. Maybe someone misinterprets a piece of financial advice, or some old-timer passes down a tale that sounded good back when disco was king. These myths become sticky like that infamous pancake syrup because they appeal to our inner desires. Who wouldn't want a quick fix to wealth or a shortcut to financial freedom? It's like the promise of finding a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Tempting as all heck. Now here's the kicker. The wealthy elites often know how to work these myths to their advantage. So picture this. While we're busy chasing those get-rich-quick schemes and hoping for that lottery win, the big shots are quietly investing, growing their assets, and enjoying their cocktails on the deck of their private yachts. It's like they've got a secret playbook that they ain't sharing with the rest of us. So, what are those myths? Number 1. Leaving your 9-to-5 job to get rich. A shimmering myth that's been whispering promises of easy riches. The idea of walking away from your 9-to-5 job. While entrepreneurship might have fueled some success stories, it's crucial to recognize that not all roads lead to riches. Recent statistics show that over 20% of startups fail within their first year, and about 50% within 5 years. Embracing entrepreneurship requires more than just leaving your office cubicle. It demands a combination of skills, strategy, and market demand. So before you leap into the unknown, remember that building wealth is about calculated steps, not blind jumps. Number 2, trading stocks is just like gambling. Is trading stocks really just gambling? The notion that trading stocks is just like gambling has been tossed around a lot. Here's the reality check. Sure, at first glance, the stock market might seem like a financial casino, where luck and chance reign supreme. But peel back the layers and you'll find that comparing stock trading to gambling is like equating apples to oranges. The stock market isn't a gamble. It's a playing field for informed decision makers. When you step into a casino, it's a zero-sum game. What you win comes directly from someone else's loss. It's a closed loop where the house always wins in the end. On the other hand, when you're trading stocks, it's not a matter of taking from someone else's pocket. Investors are in to expand the financial pie for everyone involved. Successful stock trading isn't a game of chance, where gut feelings and hunches guide your decisions. It's about calculated moves, strategic thinking, and data-driven choices. So next time someone tells you trading stocks is no different than playing roulette, remember that the two words operate on entirely different wavelengths. Number 3. Investing is only for the fat cats. I have practically heard some folks saying, investing, that's for Wall Street big shots and folks in fancy suits. But let me set the record straight. Investing ain't just for the elite. It's like a financial buffet where everyone's invited to the feast. These myths often creep in because some folks want to keep the investing game locked up like a guarded treasure chest. Now that the internet's made investments more accessible than your favorite food truck, there's a buffet of investment options out there. Stocks, bonds, real estates, you name it. Find what suits your goals and start building that wealth brick by brick. Investing isn't just about growing your money, it's about outpacing inflation. Number 4, debt is always your arch nemesis. Now I get it. Debt might feel like that bully who's stealing your lunch money. But not all debt is created equal. See, there's good debt and bad debt. Kinda like there's good pizza and that questionable slice that's been sitting in the fridge for a month. Borrowing strategically isn't just about borrowing, it's about leveraging opportunities. Think property investments that appreciate, startups fueled by borrowed capital, and businesses thriving on borrowed momentum. Even in the stock market, smart debt can supercharge returns. It's like turning borrowed money into a growth catalyst. But remember, this isn't a shortcut. It's a calculated approach. Smart debt requires strategy, discipline, and a game plan. It's like training for a marathon rather than sprinting for the finish line. If you want to know more, check out my video, Build Wealth with Debt. Number 5. Student loans are always good debt. Now that I have talked about the good loan, most of you might be thinking about your student loans. While higher education is undeniably valuable, the idea that student loans are a golden ticket to future success needs some rethinking. Here's why you might want to rethink the hype. Degrees do not equal high-paying jobs. Landing a job that matches your major and salary expectations isn't guaranteed. You might end up with a diploma and a debt load, but without the cushy job you envisioned. Debt avalanche. With interest adding up, you might be in for a long uphill battle even after you graduate. Opportunity costs. Think of student loan payments as money that could have been invested elsewhere, like a down payment on a home, starting a business, or even saving for retirement. Delaying these crucial life milestones can set you back in the long run. Well, that's not true in every case, but that's not wrong in every case too. Uncertain returns. It's not as straightforward as investing X amount of dollars to secure Y amount of future income. It's more like a gamble when you might win big or struggle to break even. Number 6. Income equals wealth. Alright, let's dismantle a common money myth that's been lurking around like a sneaky shadow. The idea that income alone equals wealth. Hold up, because this ain't the whole story. See, raking in more dough than your neighbors might seem like the ultimate victory, but what's the use if it's got you stressed, frazzled, and barely keeping up with bills? The truth bomb is, it ain't about flaunting the fattest paycheck. It's about living life on your terms. Wealth isn't just about what you make, it's about what you keep. So ditch the fiction that wealth equals the size of your paycheck. And let's talk about disposable income, that sweet space between what you earn and what you spend. Now that's the measure of true financial freedom. Hit that like button if you're ready to redefine wealth, subscribe if you're ready to untangle these money myths, and let's pave the path to a richer life. Number 7. Do what government say. The government has your best interests at heart. Really? While they might spin a tale that they're working for your benefit, the truth can often be miles away. In the corridors of power, decisions sometimes lean towards favoring a select few rather than the masses. So let's get real. Relying on them might not be the wisest choice. I am researching how government policies work for them and not us, and the results are shocking. I will share the insights soon. Number 8. More income equals more money. A classic money myth that's been ingrained in our minds like a beautiful painting. Your income as the canvas and your money management skills as the paintbrush. Without the right strokes, even the grandest canvas can turn into a chaotic mess. It's not just about how much you make, it's about how well you manage what you have. The lifestyle inflation is real. Your spending rises with your income, no matter how many jobs you do in 24 hours. The real magic lies in mastering money management, budgeting like a boss, and channeling your earnings towards your financial goals. Number 9. Saving is enough for financial freedom. Saving is a critical foundation, but true financial freedom requires a comprehensive approach that includes strategic investing, a diversification, and leveraging opportunities for growth. Even if you're diligently saving money, inflation eats away at its value. The purchasing power of your dollar diminishes, and you're left with less real wealth than you started with. Recent inflation rates have averaged around 2 to 3% per year, which can significantly impact the value of your savings over time. You may also miss the magic of investment. Investing wisely can potentially grow your money exponentially over time, whereas savings alone might leave you falling short of your financial goals. Saving is good for an emergency fund, providing a safety net for unexpected expenses. However, relying solely on saving without considering growth opportunities is a dumb move. Conclusion: remember this. Knowledge is power. We've unveiled some of the most misleading money myths, giving you the tools to steer clear of financial pitfalls. So if you're not a regular follower of this channel, you might not have known exactly what to do with money. But if you've reached this point, I'm betting you now know what not to do. Call to action. So hit that subscribe button if you're ready to keep building your financial IQ. Tap that like button if you're ready to leave those myths in the dust. And let's continue to empower ourselves with the knowledge to make sound financial choices. Until next time, remember, it's not just about the dollars, but how you make them count. Thanks for watching. Keep hustling toward your financial dreams. And if you don't want the hustle, subscribe.